Welcome back to DNMs with Duzzi. It's episode 10, which is a good number. 10. Number 10. 10 out of 10. And I'm here with...
Bree Spreadborough.
From?
Oh, Rockhampton. I forgot.
That's okay. Okay, and we clap together. Ready? And we're on. Boom. That was good. I don't know why you were stressed.
I don't know.
These get the nerves out, so we'll launch straight in. Favourite rugby league moment as a fan?
Ooh, any Origin game. I've only been to a couple, and they've been Game 3 at Suncorp.
They're the ones you want to go to.
No better feeling.
And
Love it.
One in particular stand out?
Ooh, was it 2020 when it was supposed to be the worst Queensland team in history and they won? So
I went to that game too.
Yeah,
that was awesome, eh?
That was my first one.
Yeah, actually, that might have been my first Origin, men's Origin. Oh, I can't remember, but yeah, far out. That was so good.
Good year, good year.
Your favourite rugby league moment as a player?
Definitely my debut this year. So no better feeling. And seeing all my family and friends after my debut was quite a emotional. I'm not really an emotional person, but really pulled at the heartstrings.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few loose unit friends of yours too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that could be.
That's just a small portion of them.
Something about Rocky, maybe.
Oh. Not even all of them are from Rocky.
Oh, okay.
It's just country bumpkins.
Yeah, true. Your most underrated NRLW player?
Oh, this one is tough.
You can pick someone from our team too if you want to. Up to you.
I know she's only just starting out this year, but Lily Peacock.
Oh, Lily Peacock. Yeah, nice. She's had some really big stats this year. Yeah.
For a young'un.
Yeah.
And playing the position she plays.
Yeah.
She rips in.
She does rip in.
It's like she has no respect for her body, but it's like amazing because she just doesn't hold back. So yeah, I think but she's only starting out, so she has a future
that's
ahead.
one to watch. I agree with you. Shameful obsession.
Ooh. I don't do it anymore, but as a kid, I really randomly loved a piece of bread with mayo. That's it.
That's pretty fucking random.
That is so random. I definitely don't do that now, but as a kid, that was like my after school snack.
Really?
I loved it.
Do you ever think about it?
I do, but I could not eat that now. Like the thought of that is disgusting. But as a kid, I loved it.
That's pretty weird.
I'm joking.
As in a toast or a sandwich?
No, just like one piece, heap of mayo and fold it over.
Yeah.
Just random.
We all have our vices, so to speak. Your childhood hero?
Oh, I don't really have one, I don't think. Like, I didn't...
You can skip if you want. Actually, some people have skipped because they had the opposite. Like, some people were like more... they had people that they didn't want to be like. But you're cool.
Yeah, I thought about this when I first read it. I was like, I don't really have one in particular.
Do you have any favourite like sporting or like athletes that you ever like idolised?
Not in my childhood.
Well, you can do it now too. That based your training off, perhaps.
Yeah, before I come down here and when I first started league, obviously Robbo. I think she's an amazing player. And
that's awesome.
I feel like we have a similar running style, and she swerves and I swerve. So I've always thought I'm a bit like Robbo. I would like to be like Robbo one day.
I wouldn't mind being a bit more like Robbo too myself.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she's going very good right now too, isn't she? And 3 artists for the rest of your life.
Oh yes, definitely have to be country.
Yeah.
Look, Alan Jackson, love him. Zach Bryan, Morgan Wallen, current obsessions.
Nice.
Can't go wrong. Country.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're loyal. No. I'm coming around. Okay, so we'll go straight into your personalised questions, because I think it would be good, and even for me too, it's good to like get a bit of a background of just like the sports you grew up playing, because this is your first NRLW season.
Yes.
So lots of people wouldn't know that like side of you. So what sports did you come from? Were you always a league fan? Did you always want to play league?
No. Being a country girl, rode horses right up until I was 18. Barely played any school sports. Obviously what we got taught in school, but not outside of school.
Wow.
Mum couldn't, she's like, you either do horses or school sports. So obviously horses were priority as a kid. Did a lot of like cross country rep and everything. And then I moved back to Rocky from Emerald to start uni, and I think it was 18, 19, when I turned 18, I think, that year, my brother convinced me to go play for the Rockhampton Brothers team in the Nines comp, and I was like adamant. I'm like, oh gosh, I would.
So you hadn't really played any ball sport?
At
all?
No, barely.
Wow, that is
a
a big transition.
Yeah, so I played Oztag, when I first moved to Rockhampton when I was 17. And
yeah,
then,
but 17's still pretty old to start. Yeah, wow, okay, yep.
Never any school sports. And then, so played a Nines comp, and I was adamant I wasn't going to play anymore after that because I was in uni. And then it was, rest is history. I kept playing league. Random, right?
That's pretty random. Like, that's... like developing like hand-eye coordination and stuff as a kid is like a big deal, and you skipped over it.
Don't worry about it. Did a little bit in school, like during school when we had PE or something. But nothing outside. So.
Man, that's hectic. So were you a league fan growing up? Like, did you watch footy at home?
My dad and my brothers love league. My oldest brother and dad loved the Broncos, so I've always been Broncos fans, and watched it obviously with them. And then my brother played for the Brothers in Rockhampton, so watched him, and then got into it then.
Yeah, wow. And you did mention like you grew up in the country as well, and that sort of comes with its own challenges, like in terms of like being away from more like sporting opportunities and rep teams and coaches and facilities and blah blah blah. When you had started playing rugby league, was that a challenge? And like, did you take it seriously straight away? Was it a social thing? And do you think that like because like, spoiler alert, she's very disciplined and able to train really hard on her own. Do you think that has helped you, being from an area with like those kind of situations there?
I started it as a social thing.
Yeah.
Everyone knows rugby league's very social and you don't just play the sport. And I love that. I am quite a social person, love to have a bit of fun. Also, I think we struggled to get girls when we first started because the comp only was in Rocky for 1 year before I started playing. So it was the second year.
Yeah.
So the team was a lot of older girls. We had maybe like 1 or 2 18-year-olds. Now like our team's much younger and the talent coming through is amazing. Maybe the challenges for Women League really struggled after COVID in Rocky to get teams and everything, and talent. And when we played Capras, I'm not even joking, our first, second, even up to our third year, we were lucky if we got 6 people to come to training.
Yeah, that's
because we were like girls from down this way, girls at Blackwater, Mariah. So that was always a challenge to get a full team to train with and develop girls.
I guess like being a central Queensland team is so broad.
Yeah, we had a girl come drive in every weekend from Longreach.
Oh, how far would that have been?
That's, 8 hours from Rocky?
Holy.
Literally every weekend. She's like Storchy's best mate, Kayla.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she
So
drove...
we just drive on game day? Or like the weekend of the game, she'd have to drive?
Yeah, every weekend, the Friday before or something, she'd drive to Rocky. I think she always had to drive from Rocky because there's an airport at Emerald, but from memory,
Wow,
that's hectic. Dedication. She'd drive in for captain's run.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'd fly the other girls.
That's hectic.
Yeah.
Rocky's actually got some cool little gyms and stuff though, eh?
Yeah.
Like, so I guess wherever you are, if you're willing to train hard, you're able to get results. And
Yeah.
you're clearly very disciplined in that department.
Yeah,
So.
I only started going to gym when I was like 19, I think. Again, my brother convinced me to start going to gym. And then I guess like my fitness has come a long way since then. When I first started league, my 1.2, I'd be lucky if I scrape a 5-minute 30, which is like
that's
still
bad.
pretty good. But back then I thought that was great, and I think my fitness, I think it's just the way we've grown up as kids. Mum's raised us, you know, hardworking and everything, and it's just our whole family's the same. But yeah, my fitness is still, I think, improving, which is
just
crazy.
to interject here, it's under 5 minutes now. So
Okay, let's go.
skip.
I reckon I can get. The best is 4 minutes 50.
Is that your goal? Oh, that is your PB.
Yeah, that was started this year.
Okay.
But I reckon I can get under. Even
That's amazing. I love that you still
crazy.
like push yourself so hard too. Wow, sorry. So like you mentioned, you're playing for Capras this year in the BMD comp.
Yep.
And had a really good season.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Why is that surprising?
I just play new positions. I haven't played. Well, what have I played? 5 games of second row now in Capras. Sort of just slotted in there. My coach at the start of the year, he joked about putting me in back row, and I was like, what? No, you're joking. Because I've played only wing for Capras. Local league, I've played, well, you could slot in, but that's local league. Like, I've played a bit of lock. I actually loved it because I like tackling, strangely enough. And yeah, so then I started in centres and moved into second row, and I thought I was playing terrible. Like, I was like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. My coach told me, he's like, you're doing everything I want you to do. But yeah, surprisingly, I actually was doing really well, but apparently
You sell yourself short. Well, yeah, as you said, you were doing well, and you caught the attention of the Bronx.
yes.
So talk me through like the phone call firstly. Or was it a phone call?
Yeah, with Paulie D.
Yeah, talk me through that. Like, was it a shock?
Yeah, massive. I had a little bit of interest post Women's Nationals comp, but no actual, like, through the grapevine that clubs were looking at me.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually get any calls. And then that Sunday I was sitting there watching local league and actually contemplating what I was going to do, because I had the manager from the Bulldogs and the Harvey Norman team asking me to go down to Sydney, but I just was like, oh, it's a big move with work and everything, and I was like, I might just have to do it just to sort of take that next step in my career. And then I was watching footy at my coach's house with a couple of the girls, and got a random call, and I'm terrible at answering random phone calls, and I actually answered it, and he's like, oh, it's Paul Dyer from the Bronx. I was like, oh, hi. Oh my god, hi. And he was like, my friends watched me out the front of the house. I was just doing laps, you know, when you're just like on the phone, I was just lapping the whole time on the conversation with him, and I was just like shocked. So yeah, it was a massive surprise.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We I'm pretty much in straight away.
When he asked me,
yeah,
I was just like, yeah, definitely really keen. It just come down to talking to work, and what that would look like. But it's all worked out perfectly.
Well, that actually kind of leads into my next question, because like a lot of NRLW players have to balance like work-life balance once footy starts, and you were actually signed like pretty late in comparison to like other players being able to plan their relocation, being able to plan their work, all that type of stuff. So do you remember like how many weeks you had until signing and then moving? Like roughly, I don't know. I
think, so got the call from Paul. The next week, he just wanted to talk to Princey. The next week I was at Beef Week, and they wanted me to come down to Brisbane. but I was like,
Beef Week.
it's like a massive, it's like a massive like showcase event for beef producers and everything.
Okay,
like
yeah.
it's massive and it happens every 3 years.
Yep.
So I was fully tied up like every day for work, and I was like, there's no any other day of week I could go. But then I went down the following week, and then I was presented the contract 2 days or 3 days after. I had to give them an answer within 24 hours basically.
Yep.
And then it was about 3 weeks I think, and I had to pack up my life and move down to Brisbane.
So probably, what's that, like less than 6 weeks, right?
Yeah. Oh no,
Yeah.
like 3 weeks I think from the moment.
From start.
From the moment I come down to see Princey and Paul.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's not a long time at all. So how was that trying to organise your life in a really short amount of time? Because it's such a like big sacrifice to move away for the season.
I'm grateful that I have, my dad's really helpful, and my housemate's amazing as well. So she just let me leave most of my stuff there, and not have to pay rent as well. I just packed up all my room and moved it downstairs underneath the house.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was a little bit stressful, and I also was in denial like the day before, and I was like, I actually have to pack up everything, and jam-packed my little car, and it was packed to the brim. You couldn't see out the back windows because I already have so much stuff, and moved down. So it wasn't too bad, but it was a massive move, and I was like super nervous. A couple of my friends cried, and I'm like, I'll be back.
Oh, that's very wholesome,
but
though.
yeah. So they it wasn't too bad. Like, it was a little bit stressful. I was like, what am I doing with my life? But it's all been worth it. So
I mean, I guess that piled on with like the nerves of starting would have been.
I was super nervous to meet like yourself. I've played against most of you girls in BMD comp.
Yeah.
But never actually like you're scary on the field. But honestly, I was so nervous, and I was like, Shani Upton's like, wait till you meet Duzzi. She's the most lovely person.
Oh,
she's amazing, and
she's lovely herself.
And yeah, and I was like super nervous. And when I got here, everyone was so inviting and so lovely, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that was my like biggest like thing I was scared about, is meeting everyone. So it's been pretty amazing so far, and I've made some really good friends.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good. We're not all bad.
No, of course not. Just playing against some of you is scary.
I mean, that's what I think when you're whipping around too.
I know.
So you're able to well, actually, I'll just quickly make a comment about your pre-season. It was one of the best, like, pre-seasons I've ever seen from anyone, especially, like, a rookie that's come in. Like, you just shredded up, ripped into everything, so that was awesome to watch.
Thank you.
And then you thoroughly, deservedly earned your debut this year, which was really cool.
Yes.
And, like, as a teammate, it's always cool to see the jersey preserve. And your one was particularly like touching, so like, do you want to talk through that? Your family was here to present your debut jersey. Yeah, how much did that mean to you?
A lot, to have my family there. Mum's close by, but my dad drove down with my nephew and my oldest brother's ex-partner actually, and she come down, and my other brother and his partner. But yeah, Dad's been my biggest fan in footy. Like, local league, you barely got 5 people coming to watch your women's games back in the day, and Dad would just sit there, watch the game, and he knows that I'm, you know, muck around talking to the girls after the game, and he'll just trot off and he'll call me later that night or something. He'd come to every game just about, like, if he wasn't out shoeing horses. So he's quite an emotional guy, bless his heart. He is the most beautiful person. And yeah, I actually was surprised he held it together for as long as he did when he was presenting the jersey. But yeah, once he started to choke up, he was just like, he's super proud, and he means it a lot. So yeah.
That was pretty awesome to see.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you could really tell that like he was bursting with pride.
He's the one person that I've talked to like since like I got the call and everything through it all. So he's been super excited, and he's like, can I tell people? And I'm like, just wait until I've actually like got the contract signed and everything, and I can actually tell people as well. And he's like, okay, I'll wait. He's like, he had to keep it a secret from my brother, and
oh wow.
Yeah, like I was like, just wait until we sort it all out. And yeah, so
oh, that's awesome.
Well,
that's pretty like amazing memory to have that he was able to be there, and the whole fam, of course.
Yes.
That's it.
Awesome.
Except for the last thing, of course, which is your rugby league ick.
Oh.
I'll wait all day too. You can sit on that for a hot minute, and you can say multiple if you want.
I don't know. Mine's like,
oh, you have one.
I don't think I do.
You have to have one. Everyone's got one.
My ick would have to be when girls just like carry on ridiculously, like for no reason at all.
Is this in football or in life?
Just probably both, but like
no,
like and we all get caught up in the moment, but some girls just like try to start like make a big deal out of nothing, and I don't know if it's an ick or not, but I'm just like I
know what you mean. I feel
wish
like
I could be fiery. I'm fiery, but I just, when someone like tries to have a go at me or something, I'm just laughing. I'm just like really chill on the field.
I see what you're saying, yes.
But I love the passion at the same time, but it's when girls take it too far.
There's a bit of a fine line with that, I guess, isn't there?
But yeah,
I think some people go over the top
purposely.
Yeah, I think it helps them rev up,
Yeah.
but to the outside it can look a bit strange.
Yeah.
I understand what you mean.
Like I love girls that show the passion and everything, but like when they try and, you know, start a fight or something for no reason at all. When girls aren't doing anything. Oh gosh. Man.
Oh, the prince. Unbelievable. Well, we'll wrap it up because the boss is calling.
I'll call him back in a second.
Alright. I was gonna answer it, don't worry. Anyway, Spready, episode 10. Thank you for coming on to DNMs with Duzzi. We do the clap again to finish off. Okay, ready? And we're done. Boom!